Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 in another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Australian Grand Prix following our first two races of the season where we have been victorious. Esteban Ocon and Lando Norris have shared the two races so far, and in the last race it was incredible. We got to within 0.2 seconds of a photo finish. It was quite incredible. I'm expecting maybe a little quieter of a race today here in Australia. We've got one upgrade to bring. It's a brand new rear wing that has joined us, as well as the front wing upgrade that we had for Saudi Arabia. So hopefully we'll be even quicker than normal. So leave a like if you enjoy and all of that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. Okay, let's get into Q1 then. Cars are looking good. I'm quite happy overall. Yeah, I don't want to do anything with Lando. We will revert that back. 94% confidence for him. Let's go straight into qualifying one and see how we get on here. We're going to send out Lando Norris first, and then Esteban Ocon, and hopefully they'll manage to get through their laps fairly unscathed. That would be nice. So here they come round the final corner, and Lando Norris does go quickest by about 1/10 of a second. Was quicker in all three sectors, but only by the slimmest of margins. It was, less than a 1/10 of a second each time. So yeah, 82 thousandths of a second between them. They are a very evenly matched lineup, aren't they? Max Verstappen splits the two of them. And we'll send them out again. This time with Ocon leading the way. And then have their own part of the track. And hopefully we'll see some improvements here. And certainly Esteban Ocon looks like he's improving as he heads up to the line. And, it was a slight improvement. 6 thousandths of a second slower than his teammate. Can Lando Norris produce the goods? He goes quicker still. And, I mean, that's just incredible, isn't it? But Max Verstappen currently the quickest of everybody with a 1:17.8. It is going to be a massive battle with the Red Bulls this season. You know, they are very much up there. They're going to be developing hard. We're developing hard as well. We've got 4 new car parts in development. We're not really going to focus on research at all this season. It is going to be very much now or never, if you like, this season. If we don't win it this year, then we might never, because we're going to throw everything behind it, all of our resources behind it. We're going to go out with a bang, basically, here at Williams. Okay, right. Easily through to Q2. Yeah, we can just head into Q2 straight away and send them both out there.
Green light.
Yeah, both Haskars, both AlphaTauris out as well. And Daniel Ricciardo out once again at his home circuit. Ocon looking slightly quicker than his teammate this time. And can he get into the 1:17s for the first time? He's got a lovely tow behind his teammate here as Lando Norris heads over the line, and Ocon goes over the line too. So 1:18 flat for him, but Norris much slower than what he managed in Q1. Verstappen about 0.5 off Esteban. And yeah, definitely going to have to send them out again. This time we'll send them out on their own. And let's watch Lando Norris as he negotiates this lap. It should be pretty decent for him, I think. Yeah, purple in that middle sector. So this, I think, is going to be the moment that Lando Norris dips into the 17s here. He's flying around now this final corner. And this is going to be an absolute crackerjack of a lap. He heads up to the line. Is it going to be in the 17s? Ooh, not quite. And he's 0.007 off Esteban Ocon. Ocon heads up to the line, and it was a slightly better final sector, believe it or not. But Max Verstappen once again in the 17.8s, and I just don't know if we can actually reach that. I think he might have pole position down here. Leclerc, sorry. Looks like somebody that isn't quite at the same pace. Max Verstappen just bossing it. Nick de Vries might be through to the top 10 shootout. Both Ferraris out. That's quite a shock, isn't it? That we've had both Ferraris out in Q2, along with Lance Stroll and Kevin Magnussen. Zhou Guanyu joins them, but look at that top 10. Both Williams, both Red Bulls, both Alpines, but then you've got Sergio Perez, Alex Albon, Valtteri Bottas, and Nick de Vries fighting it out for pole position. Right, how many sets of tyres have we got? Okay, so Norris only has 2, so we're gonna use the scrub set for the first run. So we're gonna give Ocon the tow. Well, we tried to. Norris is behind now. Okay, well. See how they get on. Ocon coming through. Sets of purple. First sector. This should probably be an incredible lap, really. Only problem will be that Nick de Vries is going to be too slow around this sector of the track. Well, let's see. Can he get an almighty tow over the line here? Esteban Ocon heads up to the line. And it's a brilliant lap time. It's a 1:17.7. That is by far the quickest time so far this weekend. And, well, Lando Norris gets into the 17s as well on the scrub tyres. Leclerc has got up there as well. But Max Verstappen has put in a 17.5. That is incredible. What a lap time from the 4-time world champion. Or is he 5-time world? No, 4-time world champion now. No, 5-time. He is 5-time world champion. With Ocon, we are going to go for 2 laps. We're going to try the same with Lando Norris as well. So I think they should be able to do it. Just about. So Norris very much going quicker on this lap. Ocon probably leaving it for the next lap. But we're going to keep pushing all the way here. We might run out of energy. But there goes Norris up to the line. It's an improvement. Doesn't quite beat his teammate though. Now then. Let's see where they end up. It's a purple first sector for Esteban Ocon.
This will be checkered flag.
It's a yellow middle sector, but green for Lando Norris. This could be our best opportunity as we come round the final corner. Esteban Ocon is going to head up to the line. Can he improve on his current time to 17.7? It's a very good time. And Norris, wow, got so close in the end, just half a tenth off Max Verstappen. But it's Max Verstappen that takes pole position for this Australian Grand Prix. And that is just a quite unbelievable lap of a 1:17.5. Norris got very close with a 17.6 there. 17.7 for Esteban Ocon. We brought our A game to Q3, but couldn't quite match Magic Max, who was quickest in all 3 sessions.
Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate. From Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win, to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019.
There he is, Lando Norris. But what do you think he's feeling ahead of this race, Karun?
To be honest, I think they're exceeding expectations and impressing a lot of people with their performances.
In any case, Melbourne is ready and so are we. So strap yourselves in for the Australian Grand Prix.
Okay, right. Let's see what we can do in the race. One stopper definitely possible. 2 stopper I don't think would be any quicker, but I'm tempted to go for that with Ocon. I'm tempted to go for that. Be aggressive. And, well, yeah, that's going to apparently be 21 seconds quicker. But, you know, anything could happen. I think let's go with the sensible option with Lando Norris. The medium, then the hard, and see where we end up here. It's a bit of a risk. Obviously, in theory, Ocon's strategy is going to be 10 seconds quicker, but that is him in clean air. And will he get into clean air? Who knows?
Melbourne are all set, as are the drivers, heading into 58 laps around Albert Park. Now I wonder, will things be going Lando Norris's way in this race?
They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds after lights out.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, we are going to pause it very quickly as soon as the lights go out, because we're going to change the driver options to be aggressive. I realise I forgot to do that. It's lights out, away we go, and an immediate pause so that we are able to put all of the good stuff in there. We need to attack from the off. We know that at this point because the AI attack those first 2 laps. So here we go. Lights out, away we go, and Max Verstappen is off the grid. Well, but will he be able to hold off Lando Norris as we head into turn 1? Or more concerningly, Ocon has flew around the outside there of his teammate, and now is going to have a look at Max Verstappen into turn 4. Wow, if he could have got down the inside there, that would have been a huge move. But to be fair, for his race, he needed to get ahead of this pack so he can push on in this first stint. He is going to be attacking. He needs to get into clear air and work it like he did in Jeddah. Whereas Norris is going to be a bit more of the tortoise in this race, and Ocon is going to be the hare. So here we come onto the end of lap 1, and already Ocon doing a good job here of staying with Max Verstappen. That's going to be incredibly difficult to do over the course of this race. But hopefully he will be able to do it. Obviously DRS is going to be coming available on lap 3 of this race. He's closing in on Max Verstappen puts in the fastest lap of the race. We've got Charles Leclerc battling with Pierre Gasly for P4 and P5. But if Norris can get out of that 1 second window to the guys behind, that would be pretty awesome. So I might actually tell him to just up the pace a little bit. And now this should be the chance really for Esteban Ocon to get through. We're going to deploy the ERS, we're going to attack on the tyres. So Ocon sets another fastest lap. And there we go. So Ocon leads this Grand Prix. Is now ahead of Max Verstappen and is going to try and pull away from all the drama. If he can get out of the 1 second window, that'd be perfect.
No DRS. Use energy. Yeah, confirm.
Now Norris is in a little bit of trouble because Gasly's managed to catch.
Get the tyres down there. Confirm.
Ocon's managed to get more than a second ahead of Max. That's
Focus on those temps.
huge for this race.
Keep pushing. Just think about looking after this time.
Gasly already ahead of Norris. The thing is, Norris's tyres, he's going to be looking after them. It's a very smart move. Okay, time to zoom it forward a little bit. So yeah, Gasly and Norris, they're going to be at yo-yoing positions for a little bit. Might actually be worth just saying to Norris, look after your tyres a bit. And get yourself into a good position here. So Ocon now 3.5 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen, constantly pulling out that gap. And if we look at the interval, Norris just losing out a little bit to Max Verstappen. Ocon's tyres looking good at the moment. Norris's tyres are going to look better, but he's going to be able to attack them more later on in the stint when Gasly's tyres fall off. Yeah, this is good. And do we tell Norris to avoid high-risk curbs for a couple of laps? As Ocon now enters his pit window. Okay, this is going to be the lap that he comes in.
Yeah, I can be.
And he's going to go onto the hard tyres.
Box, please. Box. Yeah, happy to work.
Now, question will be, are we able to go far enough with Lando Norris to switch onto the soft tyres later on rather than the hards. It could be a possibility. In he comes then, Esteban Ocon for the first pit stop of the day. He's absolutely rinsed those soft tyres. And where is he going to come back out? Probably in front of Valtteri Bottas, I'm assuming. So yeah, comes out now. And that's actually a lovely gap for him to form into. And we can start pushing nice and hard with Esteban Ocon. Get those tyres up to temperature. And start looking promising. Right. Norris's tyres are looking good. We're going to zoom it forward a little bit. Ocon should get past Pierre Gasly, and yeah, it does very easily. Won't be long before he's up behind Sergio Perez. Remember, Ocon is two-stopping. Yeah, easily through. And remember, it's a double bout of DRS here in Australia, so it's actually quite nice. Now, how far can we keep these tyres going? There goes Ocon right behind Charles Leclerc now. Right, here we go then. I think Norris now attacks, and actually we scrap that idea because Max Verstappen is going to be trying to take those tyres as long as possible. If we can take a bit of time out of Max Verstappen now, that would be ideal. As Ocon's times are good on the hards here. Right. This is the moment then for Lando Norris. Needs to absolutely go at it and put the best times he can in. Then whip into the pits, get onto the hard tyres, and get on with the rest of his race. Meanwhile, Ocon just 1.5 seconds behind Norris here. He's nearly gained that pit stop back. Well, here goes Ocon. Should get past his teammate quite easily here.
Copy.
Now then. Hopefully he can drag Norris up towards Max Verstappen. Norris has come out just ahead of Perez, sorry. As Valtteri Bottas puts in fastest lap. So, there is Esteban Ocon, doing a great job out there. As we hit virtually the halfway mark in this Grand Prix, and Max Verstappen is about to drop beneath 50% tyre wear. Norris back up to third in this race. Allow him to just push on a little bit to
Careful on the energy.
get it enough ahead of Magnussen. Ocon just 4.2 seconds behind Max Verstappen. Now, of course, Ocon has to come into the pits. At some point, he's going to be putting on the medium tyres. Unless he fancies taking these to the end, I suppose he could. They are lasting a bit better than we thought. And he is, well ahead of his teammate, Norris. Let's just theorise. What if I was to get rid of this next stint? Yeah. I think this would work, for Ocon. I think Ocon could do this.
Let's look after these tyres.
So we're going to keep pushing. I think we're going to just try and hold on with Ocon. The more laps that Max Verstappen stays out, the more we close in on him. And there is Max Verstappen in the pits, right. Okay, so he's 15 seconds behind. What's he on? He's on a used set of soft tyres. Nice. Maybe we do come in. We've got a brand new set of medium tyres waiting there. We've got a brand new set of soft tyres waiting there. I feel like mediums pushing harder is going to be quicker. We are going to come in this lap because Verstappen is closing in and will catch by the end of the race. So Esteban Ocon is into the pits.
Okay, copy that.
I think he's still going to come out ahead of his teammate here. Oh, it's a slow pit stop. That could cost us, because Max Verstappen is now 5 seconds ahead, and he's going to be quicker for the time being. Well, yeah, that's always the risk, isn't it? Now then, can Ocon catch and pass Max Verstappen? 18 laps to go. We might have just thrown away a potential victory there. Although Max Verstappen has just put in fastest lap of the race. It's going very quickly, but those tyres are going to run out at some point. I feel like Norris is out of it. Ocon not quite going as quick as Verstappen is. Now 8.6, now back up to 8.8. Yeah, 9.6 now, I think. I think it's over, folks. We tried, but realistically, Ocon was going to be caught anyway. He would have just come under pressure for second place. But it has worked out about 10 seconds quicker, hasn't it? But I suppose we got Ocon into the lead early on. It did work pretty much perfectly for him. It might not have done that on another day. But now Ocon is closing in on Max Verstappen. 8 seconds is the gap, 10 laps to go. On the last lap, Ocon was 0.7 quicker than Max Verstappen. He's gonna reach Max just about by the end of the race if he keeps this going. Needs to get past Porsche here. And has got the double bout of DRS as well. That's going to help. 6.3 seconds now, the gap. Right, time to fully attack. Got ERS as well that we can use up. Yeah, Ocon now within 4 seconds, and there's 4 laps to go. This could be a very exciting conclusion. Can Ocon pip Max Verstappen at the end here? Can he do it? 2.7 seconds here. Right, we're gonna use our ERS. As much as we can. We got 2 laps to go. 2 seconds is the gap.
DRS disabled. DRS disabled. Copy.
.6 seconds the gap. If he can get within a second. It's possible. Look at this. He is going to be right behind Max Verstappen going in to the final lap. But I think Max Verstappen has DRS. Yeah, I don't think he's quite going to reach him. It's going to be so close. Oh, he's within a second. Is he going to DRS him over the line? Look at this. One more lap and we'd have had him. But Max Verstappen is going to come over the line and he's going to win here in Australia. 3 races, 3 different race winners, and Ocon finishes just 0.6 of a second behind at the end. But what a race Esteban Ocon has had. He finishes second. Here comes Lando Norris. He's going to come over the line in 3rd place. Another podium for him, but just not quite
Let's check a flag.
having the race pace today. But yeah, we went with a sensible strategy, but he was nowhere near Max Verstappen's pace. We tried to match Max Verstappen's strategy. It didn't pay off in the end. Charles Leclerc finishes 4th, and then Gasly finishes 5th. We've got Perez coming over the line now. He's going to finish in 6th place, ahead of Piastri in 7th. And then it looks like we've got Kevin Magnussen finishing 8th. Good result for him after going out of Q2. George Russell is going to come over the line in 9th. And Valtteri Bottas is going to come over the line in 10th for McLaren. What a shame for Nick de Vries. He doesn't manage to get into the points. He finishes P11 for Alfa Romeo. Then Sainz in 12th. Stroll is going to finish in 13th ahead of Zhou Guanyu, and then Alex Albon is going to be the last man over the line. So no win for Williams this time.
Now that's an excellent drive today from Esteban Ocon.
But the slow pit stop cost us, because that cost us about 2.5 seconds. We'd have won.
And you love to see this. The whole team celebrating this magnificent result. There's the Frenchman, Esteban Ocon, taking to the podium. And another added to his career tally.
There's further delight for the team as they get to see both drivers up there together.
Well, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all at the Australian Grand Prix.
Well done, Max Verstappen. And 3 races, 3 different winners.
Peru, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race. But how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
Well, they'll be so proud to have had both drivers on the podium. They're certainly doing something right.
And that's about that for this weekend here in Melbourne.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Okay, well, that is where we're going to leave this race. Drivers' Championship, Lando Norris still leads by 3 points over Esteban Ocon. It's going to be a hell of a season, isn't it? Max Verstappen back up to 3rd, just 13 points behind despite a DNF, and that's pretty scary, isn't it? Charles Leclerc is in 4th on 43, and Sergio Perez, decent start of the season for him on 30. Oscar Piastri in 6th on 24. Into the constructors then, we still lead the constructors by 25 points. That's good. 4th quickest pit stop today with Esteban Ocon. Didn't get into the top 10 with Lando Norris, unfortunately. And, well, Lando Norris had a pit stop issue as well. That's very interesting. Didn't notice that at the time, but we are still leading that championship. 4.0 million pounds in profit at this weekend's Grand Prix. All right, then, I think we are ready and raring to go on to the next episode, which will be the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Of course, we've got a bit of a mid-season break coming up. Some new designs coming in. We need to make sure we get those parts on the car. We do need to keep a little eye on the cost cap because we don't want to spend far too much on development, but we will. We are, as I say, really pushing this season to try and win both championships, and I think we're going to have to do that by the looks of Red Bull. But if you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.